news today, Prime Minister Jeremiah Manele attends Australia, Solomon Islands Business Forum in Brisbane. France boosts support to Solomon Islands on drug trafficking. Honiara City Council cracks down on bus fare overcharging. And in sports, Mataks claim first win in competition. Hello and welcome. I'm Lisa Ossifello. Prime Minister Jeremiah Manele participated at the 14th Australia Solomon Islands Business Forum in Brisbane, which brings together government officials, investors and business leaders from both countries. He highlighted the resilience of the Solomon Islands economy and government's plan to diversify growth and create a stronger investment environment, guided by the new economic roadmap.
I wish to express my sincere gratitude to the Solomon Islands Chamber of Commerce and Industry, SICI, for their genuine partnership and enduring commitment to the development of our beloved nation, the Solomon Islands. Your role in convening business, championing private enterprise, and advising government is vital. Your willingness to collaborate, to bring the voice of business into policy direction discussions, and to lift standards of corporate practice is appreciated.
Manele encouraged businesses to pursue partnerships and turn discussions into action. The forum showcases opportunities in construction, renewable energy, ICT, agribusiness, infrastructure and finance, aiming to strengthen economic ties and support sustainable growth.
The government recognizes the private sector as the key driver of growth, and I strongly hold the conviction that the private sector is the engine room of the economy, any economy for that matter. Let your innovation be matched by government support, and I commit to that. Let your ambitions align with national priorities. Let this forum be the springboard for new partnerships and collaborations.
France has committed to supporting the Solomon Islands in addressing drug trafficking. French Ambassador to the Pacific, Véronique Roger-Lecan, said. President Emmanuel Macron outlined the assistance to Prime Minister Jeremiah Manele during the UN Ocean Conference in Nice. The support includes access to the Pacific Academy for Military, police and customs training, with 2 Solomon Islands police officers having already completed training in Nouméa.
Strong cooperation with all the stakeholders in the region, and we have offered, because there is a big problem of, now we heard, drug trafficking increase in the Solomon Islands, so we are offering to bring our customs here to assist and to propose some cooperation in the field of intelligence sharing, targeting of potential illegal targets, land or marine, searches in the ships, in the ports. So this is an offer, and our customs directorate is offering to come.
France is also proposing joint ship-rider operations on the patrol vessel Don Tracasto and has offered to assist the removal of unexploded munitions from local waters.
We have police, justice, customs in French Polynesia and in New Caledonia, and you've seen that in French Polynesia, for example, drug trafficking is a big issue. So we have strong forces to derail this, to try and control that.
French Ambassador to the Pacific, Véronique Roger-Lecan, clarified that the partnership and collaboration with Solomon Islands is part of the regional strengthening efforts and institutions in the region where it fits. And with Solomon Islands, there has been a spot that can enable French to help support through different departments. She said that this is part of the ongoing regional partnership and one they anticipate to benefit Solomon Islands.
It's regional cooperation, and we are putting money for this regional cooperation. So now, for example, for the audiovisual program, it will be money available for those who put up the best project. So if Solomon Islands come up with a good project, then they will have those funds. Scholarships, I mentioned the scholarships before. So there are some scholarships to be offered to the Solomon Island students. This is the French money. Pacific Academy, it's going to be offered. You will bring your trainees wherever we offer to bring them. There is also the nickel slag. We will put. It's a regional project. We will put. We have put already because we are sponsoring the feasibility study. And second, we will certainly earmark some funds, and we will put our diplomatic and political energy into raising funds. So that's on those 5 projects, that's how we will work.
The ambassador will conclude her visit to Honiara on Wednesday. The permanent secretary of the Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock and councillor from the Chinese Embassy witnessed a historic rice trial harvest this morning, Wednesday, at Foxwood Dodo Creek. Conducted on government land, the trial's success could pave the way for expand rice production nationwide. Agriculture Permanent Secretary Dr. Samson Violu told the Public Accounts Committee that the 3-month rice variety is performing well, with plans to expand cultivation to 31 hectares across Guadalcanal and Malaita in 2026. The initiative, supported by the Jiangsu Academy of Agricultural Sciences, aims to reduce the country's 400 million annual rice import bill. The Ministry of Infrastructure Development brought a more transformative approach towards the budget, seeing an increase in the development budget, recurrent 41 million, and the development budget increase from 113 million to 146. This was presented before the Public Accounts Committee.
Our recurrent budget is about 20% of our budget, which stands at 41M, and we have a development budget of 146. We have, like us in the ministry, Ministry Blue for development budget. Now we work on infrastructure, and therefore everything where we do is we will be in infrastructure. Yeah. That is why you look in development budget, and we really need to like this year. We have a budget, development budget, where Mifala Barwa exhausting. We still have outstanding to do that or carry forward for next year.
Right.
And that is why you're looking at Mifala, our budget, development budget has increased from 113 to 146. And we need to do a lot of this infrastructure so that kind policy government, we need to be transformative on the infrastructure that we do. So, for example, like now in our development budget, there are 5 or 6 programs that have you look at National Transport Fund and 34 million, C infrastructure and 22 million, social services and 5 million, and economic infrastructure 55 million. And then National Transport Initiative Program and increased as well.
The White River to Lambi Road, Honiara City connecting roads are some of the continuing work to be done next year, 2026, with Honiara a priority. with most of the feeder roads will be tar-sealed.
With the coming in of our new minister, we plan to concentrate, like this year, next year, concentration Blamfella and for Honiara City. We want to fix all the road in Honiara. That's our target and our priority. So you will see, like next year, most of our feeder roads will be sealed. So this will be carried out under the COAST project. So and also, we will target him Honiara. You may fix him Honiara first time.
Yes.
And then you may go low provinces. You may not forget in province. There is a budget allocation for every province, like inside here. But you may fix him Honiara first time.
Other issues brought forward were disputes that have resulted in a stop to roadworks, traffic congestion, with the Ministry of Infrastructure now having in place the Road Transport Board that will be responsible for road rules, signage and implementing and monitoring traffic rules, which will be fully effective by 2026. And concern over environmental monitoring brought before the Public Accounts Committee during discussions surrounding the Ministry of Environment. This was highlighted that environmental safeguarding is important and must be reflected in the budget. Monitoring framework is in place, and the challenges is the shortage of workers, in addition to funding.
In terms of accessing funding, is a challenge for me. For this year, we will request him funding around first or second quarter for continue with him at quarterly monitoring. For just take him normal October, where I think 16 to 18 now, which is the Tesco law Isabel and special for twin monitoring law there. Law co-reach him ongoing. So I think those two, in terms of availability of funding, still remain challenge, and I recommend that if there's a set aside funding where we can easily access him for time for monitoring, go on site and co-monitoring mining especially, which is also we are fully aware that priority now for Mifala and even the country for monitoring good development and ensure compliance.
Option seeking funding for monitoring from companies must be stopped.
We want to recommend you to do this because, I hope that you understand him how, therefore, the way that the mining sector, can build a greater hope for our country going forward here. But with the way that, we are neglecting the watch and the monitoring of the environmental issues here, man. I mean, look at the situation, Loreno. Nobody was thinking that there's going to be the environmental spillage law there, but it did happen. They ran away. We are left with something where even right now, we don't know how now we can go about, compensating our own environment, people, Loreno, and everyone.
The Ministry of Environment's case from the Renville oil spill also must be taken into account, which needs an updated report moving forward. Honiara City Council has cracked down on bus fare overcharging last weekend on Friday. The bus driver and conductor were arrested after demanding $5 from a passenger travelling from Central Market to the National Referral Hospital, despite the approved King George routes. They appeared at the Honiara Magistrates Court on November 13 and were each fined $2,000. Law Enforcement Director Robert Madeo warned, "We will not tolerate dishonest practices."
Ongoing monitoring law enforcement law this was a short route. And now we'll come up with him this one. We will discover that some of the bus reported by the public over taking $5 for fare I'm not this one good example from Central Market to KG. Him charge him motor passenger $5, which is him no straight or him wrong nine. So me fala charge him this wala bus conductor and the driver for $5 fare. Yeah. So case him proceed lo court and the court and find him guilty lo tu fala ya, and the two fine lo total of $4,000. This one him one for a warning for all operators slow buses way inside Honiara City. You tell them driver blue and conductor for comply with him what now business regulation ordinance Honiara City Council. I'm regulating inside Honiara City. Charges low bus fares. I'm now $3 for adults and $2 for students. Mainly within Honiara City. So time you pick him passenger inside Honiara City, him only $3 no more than $3. And me thinking public too, what not come up with him complaints, and time order report him, come me fala act him now, and now me also arrest him.
He urged residents to report overcharging immediately. The Honiara City Council vows continues to monitor and ensure fair bus fare and compliance.
Expenses, no fuel, and a lot of something also, maybe go up, yeah? And I didn't know how many years now since $3 bus fare, yeah, me go ahead, yeah? But I think so you got to re-examine more, but now expenses and something also. I think that one, I think it should. No problem. But at the moment, I think bus fare, I think $3 low. It's only, I think it's fair, no? Fair for all people, yeah? And earning belong all over the people too, but I mean, no, not that much. I want people work alone. I don't meeting bus fare, yeah? But otherwise, majority people, yeah, school student and whatever, no work money. So I think I'm fair no more for $3, yeah, and $2 student also, yeah.
Kan short trip ose mota charge mimi sa cost mimi tu ya, because if the kind short trip ose mota take $3 ose a little bit quick, but if $5 I'm sa costing, especially me for the student, if me for the charge me for $5 ose, but by me give $5 ose by me for go school ose me for need him slave for kakailem tu ya.
Life is demanding this time. So by what looking most unfair for Ota within Ota business owner on the bus. But what the business owner, but at the garem what points below to the two, maybe Ota this time everything is expensive. But how me looking was if Ota Seleva what should look save too that in everyone life demanding, so the looking was important flow. But the distance should be $3 no more.
You may run in struggle for land, then Sava student parang buta hard worker, student easy too. So if I dream kinda, I'm not fair for students and not people dreaming.
For previous experiences, whether I'm short or I'm long, in terms of public transports, by $3 no more.
In some cases I'm good and in some cases I'm not good. Like fuel blow bus high, so yeah, I need to start for time, and also yeah, I'm some families have to carry land and all this. I'm not much good too, because I struggle and mama and daddy struggle for give bus fare, but they're not charging high more. Like also a little bit unfair for students and people.
Director Robert Madeo also confirmed that some cases with the same issue will be heard this week in court. The Twinning Justice program, which brings together legal personnel and advisors in the justice sector for shared learning, is seen as a pathway to ensure legal systems address national concerns while recognising the value of regional cooperation. Solomon Islands and Papua New Guinea have already committed to the program. The Permanent Secretary for Legal and Justice Affairs, speaking during the twinning program with legal justice delegates from Fiji last week, said it provides a significant advantage by enabling the country to engage with regional justice systems.
One is we feel like to ensure that our leadership, Lord legal institution blame me, not only to think nationally, but must think regionally. Yeah, that is one. That is the important fourth office blame to engage with other offices of region. Yeah, I think most time you may lead them institutions nationally no more, but you not looking the advantage for managing those offices nationally, but to think regionally too, for you to work with others. Yeah, that is number one. Number two is that most of cases where, or the same cases where what are doing lo Fiji, like say courts, and same lo Vanuatu and Papua New Guinea, and lo Yumi here. Yeah? A lot of time you may think say the solutions for that you may go outside, no when the okata just next door no more. Yeah? And finally, I think the important for legal agencies to remain open to learn. Yeah, a lot of time you may think that you may have everything finished, but I think we would like legal institutions to blame where they open, organic to learn, and organic to creating partnerships with others for work up local. I think that's the kind of thinking that we would like whether not legal agencies play. Yeah?
Native Lens Film Festival kicks off today, Wednesday, in Honiara, marking its 6th year in promoting Indigenous storytelling. Founded by Regiana Leping and Georgiana Leping, this initiative aims to shed light on the importance of storytelling in Solomon Islands and encourage the new generation of filmmakers, storytellers, and creatives in this space.
This one makes 6th time we host the Native Lens Film Festival, and the purpose is for encouraging local content creators, filmmakers who looking to cut other films in Pacific Islands. So in this film festival, we have submissions from other Pacific Islands, Fiji, Vanuatu, and Kiribati around the region. Yeah? And it's just about encouraging storytelling inside the Solomon Islands and allow local audience for able for looking to cut films around the region, and for sure that we can also do this kind of stuff. We can also make films here in Solomon Islands. And mostly we feel like Native Lens Film Festival, like thanking New Zealand High Court, New Zealand High Commission. New Zealand High Commission is our main sponsor. They've been supporting us since day one, starting the film festival. Kasim this time make six film festival. And British High Com is on board this year for the film fest. So we also like thanking British High Com.
This year, the Native Lens is partnering with the New Zealand High Commission, the British High Commission, and the Solomon Islands Climate Action Network to host a 2-day festival at the National Art Gallery and Museum. And moving on now to regional news, Samoa's Prime Minister, La'au Alema Lietoa Forsi Smith, has barred the Samoa Observer from all ministerial press conferences, citing what he describes as disrespectful and inaccurate reporting. The ban follows a confrontation in which an Observer journalist and a BBC reporter attempted to confirm his return home and were accused of trespassing. The Observer editor alleges he was assaulted during the incident. Media groups have raised concerns about transparency and press freedom. The move comes amidst ongoing political and legal pressures, including a major defamation case against the Prime Minister and the broader tensions within Samoa's political environment. Tuvalu will sign a new treaty with Taiwan later this week during the Prime Minister Feleti Teo's state visit. Teo has met with Taiwan's Foreign Minister Lin Chia-lung ahead of the signing of the Kaitasi Treaty. According to Tuvalu government media, the agreement is intended to strengthen the partnership between Tuvalu and Taiwan and reinforce their commitment to cooperation, sustainable development, and mutual support. Welcome back. Now in sports, Mataks have now registered their first win today in a high-scoring encounter, beating Gulf Camorra FC 12 goals to 5. Both teams pushed up and down the court with pace, but finishing let them down in the opening stages. A loose defense moment from Comara gave Mataks captain Elise Mana the space to strike into an empty goal for the opener. Mataks stayed in control with their cleaner touches and stronger movement in the front court. Both teams traded goals in the second half as the intensity of the match grew. Elise Mana completed his hat-trick in the 35th minute and added his fourth to seal his side for their first victory of the tournament.
Thank you much for taking extra point. Thank you boys for coming from 2 games with Lalusin and winning this game. But something for need for improvement for last 2 games, yeah. Sadly defending and also attacking, running without the ball, yeah. So something need for improve before to our last game and remain, yeah. Finishing without the ball today and what team concentrate and organize more cheleva. Well, boys focus me fala must win the last 2 games, yeah. Also, me 7 is me need to work on defensive me fala and also attacking me fala movement without the ball. It got too much. I'm not going to work before I go in the last 2 games, yeah.
And that's news today. But if you've missed out on any of our stories, you can still revisit them and keep up to date with our news and current affairs on our socials. You can also visit our website, that's www.tavulinews.com.sb. I'm Lisa Fellow. Thanks for joining us.